Jay, Sharon, and John, and Ingrid, and Tracy. Hello, and hi, Shay. Nice to see you. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. All right, we're in our tiny desk setup again. Hi, everyone. If you are a regular, you know usually we are in our studio in the Strip District here in Pittsburgh. However, we don't have access to our studio right now, so we set up a little tiny desk series for July's webinars with Life Amplified at my desk. So if you have worked with us in the past, this looks familiar to you, including my little heating blanket, which, yes, I have here at my desk, even though it's the dead of summer. If you have not worked with us, welcome to Jennifer's office for a little more intimate setup for Life Amplified. I'm Jennifer. I'm the Executive Director for Amputee Aid. There's our banner behind us. Amputee Aid is the sponsor for Life Amplified. This is our weekly webinar. We get together every Wednesday at 2 o'clock Eastern Time on Zoom with all of you live. Hello to you live on TikTok. Hi to our TikTok friends watching from behind the screen, and to our friends watching our recording on YouTube. Hello to you as well. We love to get together every week so we can share information, learn from each other, educate, provide resources, hopefully laugh some of the time, but always learn and enjoy this hour together. So welcome, everyone. And I see some of you are already getting started with the things that we'd like to do. So to our guest speakers from Koalaa, hello, hang out for a little bit. We have some introductory things that we'd like to do every time we get together for Life Amplified. And we'll do that now. And then we're going to turn the show over to you so that we can learn about Koalaa and all of the amazing accessible resources that you provide to the upper extremity amputee community. So we're really, really excited. And you are part of our Hot Topic series. So let me explain that for everyone as we're getting started with our session. As you're doing that, though, by the way, put in the chat for those of you attending live on Zoom and TikTok where you're coming to us from. You'll see our regulars already know what I'd like to do. Thank you for always helping me out, guys. Where you're coming to us from, how the weather is in your area, because there's some storms. We have some of our folks who have been in storms, flooding. Nick, who is on vacation but still with us presently, is in a storm as well. Thank you for being with us, Nick. But I'm going to add a little bit to it. Okay, so for our summer fun season, and in honor of many folks being on vacation, including most of the staff here, tell us what your favorite vacation spot is. I want to know. What is your favorite vacation spot? Okay. For me, if we have any Michiganders, I see Texas is in the house. Usually we've got some Michiganders in the house as well. I know we've got some Illinois people. For me, Northern Michigan. I love Little Small Town Drive as my favorite place. Put in the chat, where's your favorite vacation place from? I said a moment ago, so that's our first thing. Put in the chat where you're coming to us from, favorite vacation spot, and what the weather is like in your area. I see we got California, cruise ship anywhere. Yes. Okay. Take me anywhere in a cruise ship. We got Alan, Texas is in the house. Thank you. Nice to see you again. Beach and trees, water, and zen kind of space. Yes, Linda. Zone out, kind of calming kind of space. I know we got Utah in the house as well. Hello to you. Texas, another Texas. Away from Chicago. Okay, anywhere but where most people want to go on vacation, Chicago. Fort Worth, and it's hot. Cancun, yes, beaches and mountains. I love that. So for our friends from Koalaa, we have been calling July. July is part of our summer fun month. Okay, we do some fun things in the summertime for Life Amplified. Try to take a break and have some fun with our topics. But July specifically is hot topics. And all month long, we have been presenting content and speakers who are commonly asked for, things that lots of people want to hear about, and upper extremity content has been something that is desperately needed on Life Amplified, but also often requested by our clients here at Amputee Aid and by our webinar guests. So we are very happy to have you as part of our Hot Topic series. So talked about what our theme is, right? Upper extremity content. We've started our introductions with where people are coming to us from. Thank you very much. For our folks watching our recording on YouTube, put in the chat where you're from as well. We'd like to know where our YouTube viewers are watching to us from. That brings me to my second thing I want to talk about as we are getting started with the webinar, and that is the fact that we are recording, everyone. We are recording, and we will post this webinar to our YouTube channel. So what does that mean for all of you attending live? Well, we can't record, we're not recording your faces, So you're welcome to keep your cameras on. We love seeing some faces. If you want to turn your camera off, that's okay too. The internet will not record your faces. We can see them live, but the recording will not capture them. But it will capture your voices. Okay, so if you are coming off of mute, asking questions of our guests from Koalas, sharing insight or things that you want other people to know about, just know that the recording will capture your voice and you want to be aware of that. So if you're someone who's like, I don't really want my voice out there on the internet, I'm not comfortable with that, or I just don't want that to happen, that's okay. You can put your question, comment, feedback, anything else you would like to share in the chat, and we will do our best to monitor the chat as best we can, knowing that I'm manning all of the things, okay? So give me some grace. We'll do our best to monitor the chat and get some of those questions as well. We're fortunate that we have both Victoria and Maria from Koalaa today, so they can help me monitor the chat too. We can try to answer those questions, but we would love to hear you participate. So don't hesitate. Interrupt us if you want to. This is an interactive session and they are here for the full hour to answer questions for you. Okay, I see some other comments in the chat, by the way. I knew I had another Michigander here who says Mackinac Island. If you know, you know. And if you don't, Google it after Koala's conversation. Okay, you're going to Google two things. Number one, what does Jennifer mean when she says Tiny Desk Series? That is a reference to something else. You will love Tiny Desk if you don't know what that is. And number two, look up Mackinac Island. Number three is going to be look up Koalaa, okay, immediately after this presentation. Third thing that we want to talk about today, and then we're going to get settled into our conversation, is because it is our summer fun series, and I committed to all of you that we would be doing giveaways all summer. Yes, we are doing another giveaway. If you know this as well. I am a girl for a giveaway. It doesn't matter what it is. Give me all the tchotchkes, all the things, okay? So this has literally nothing to do with Koalaa, but we are giving away another candle, okay? Sorry, girls at Koalaa, but I was trying to figure out a way to weave this into your topic. There isn't, okay? So sometimes you just have to say when it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. Maybe that is the connection because Koalaa devices do fit. Oh, maybe there's a connection there. Hey, all right. That's why I get the director's chair. So we are giving Fontana Candles gave us a whole bunch of candles. These are woodwick candles, you guys. If you don't know about these, hopefully one of you will win it and you'll really like it. So we gave one away last week and we're doing another one this week and it is ginger chai, okay? It is not a crazy, like strong, kind of scent. It's a very peaceful spa type of scent, okay? So for no other reason than to win this and have a relaxing night with the candle, one of you is going to win the candle. Now, last week, we did a number guessing game and it was a little bit chaotic. And I said, I will figure out a better way to do this since I don't have helpers. We're not in our studio. We can't do our traditional raffle. Truthfully, I did not figure out a better way to do this. So we're going to do the number games again. So what does that mean for all of you? It means if you want to get in on the giveaway for our Fontana candle donation, you're just going to stay until the end of our session today. So around 3 o'clock Eastern time. And we'll start putting some numbers in the chat and we'll see who guesses the number that I pick. If you are somebody with dexterity issues, could you please let me know? And if you want a private message, that's fine. I want to make sure that everyone who wants to participate can in fact participate in that giveaway. We did not have any issues last week with that, but if we do this time, we'll figure it out, okay? So don't hesitate if you want to participate, but you can't type a number down or do that. We'll figure out a way to make sure that you can also get involved with the giveaway. All right, so final thing I'll say is because this is a webinar, it is a public space and we are recording, we want to be aware of that when we're sharing feedback. If you have something that's particularly personal that you're looking for assistance with, great, contact Amputee Aid or contact Koalaa separately. We are recording this webinar. We don't want your personal information, your medical information, or things that are very sensitive out there in the internet for everyone to hear, but we do want to hear from you. So if you want to connect with either Koalaa or us at Amputee Aid, we'll provide all of our contact information. For Amputee Aid, very easy. You're going to go to our website and click the blue Get Help button. Koalaa has contact us information on their website as well, which they're going to share. Okay, so everyone, please be mindful. This is a safe space. It's supposed to be educational, entertainment, but really shared for everyone. So very, very personal information. You're going to want to contact us separately. All right. I believe I've gotten through all of the introductory things. Somebody remind me if I forgotten something because like I said, I'm manning all of the things today for all of the webinar at my tiny desk, but I think I've covered it all. So what I would love to do now is switch over into the reason you're all here today, and that is to hear about upper extremity content since it was commonly requested from Victoria and Maria at Koalaa. So welcome, Victoria and Maria. Thank you, and thank you for joining us here at Life Amplified. Hello.
Thank you for having us. We're so excited. Hello, hello.
Yes. Okay. So, girl for giveaways is a great tagline. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Yes, I am manning the chat too. And we see people love their candles. Yes. So stick around for the candle giveaway at the end. All right. So Koalaa, we were actually connected to you through someone on our community advisory board. And we were super excited at Amputee Aid because we knew that we needed to have upper extremity content. There is not enough, to be frank and transparent with everyone, there is not enough content specific to our upper extremity amputee friends. And so within maybe 5 minutes of meeting you, I said, will you please be on our webinar? Like just right out of the gate. And you said yes. So thank you for doing that and for gracing us with your education, your knowledge, your expertise, all of the things that we're about to learn today. I know that you have a presentation and we'll be sharing the screen and showing some slides, but am I right, Victoria and Maria, that if people have questions, this should be interactive. They should interrupt, ask questions as we go along. Is that right?
Absolutely, yes,
Okay,
please.
wonderful. So let's get you set up however you want to get started with sharing your screen. And as you're doing that, I will remind all of you that even if you are not an upper extremity amputee, you know somebody who is, okay? So if for no other reason to learn, absorb this information, whether it applies directly to you or somebody you know in the community, everyone has something to learn from what Victoria and Maria are about to share with us. So please go ahead and get started.
Yes. So we'll do just a quick little intro on ourselves before I share the presentation. And yes, Jeffrey, we did meet at Camp No Limits at California. So I was like, I know you look familiar. But my name is Victoria. I am the U.S. clinical support for Koalaa. I'm here in Washington State, so a little ways from you guys. I myself am a congenital below elbow, have below elbow limb difference, and I wear the Koalaa myself. It is one of my favorite devices. And I'll have Maria intro herself.
Hi, Maria.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having us. So as Victoria said, I'm Maria. I have been working with the company for the past 4 years now. And I'm as well an amputee. My arm is quite different because it's like I say it's always a malformation malforms because it has no elbow. It's really long. So it's kind of a tricky one, but I do use Koalaa. It has saved my life in so many ways. I'm in love with all the products, not just because I worked with Koalaa, just before I worked with Koalaa. I live in Mexico and I'm part of the company. I not only work with USA, I also work with Mexico, Spain, Australia, New Zealand, and Portugal. And we're so excited to be here.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you to both of you. And we're excited to have you here at Amputee Aid. So tell us more about Koalaa.
Absolutely. So I'm going to share a slides here so that as I'm talking, I'll go through the slides and then Maria and I will kind of go back and forth. And then I'll take the slides away and we'll show some things on the actual video so you can see them in action. Okay. We have all of our tools here and things like that. So I'm going to head and share my screen here. Make sure I have the right one. All right. Okay, are you able to see my screen?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, I'm not used to doing.
Not really.
That's okay. Welcome to Life Amplified, where we always have IT problems. So this is totally normal for everybody who watches us.
I think we got it. Let's try this.
Let me know.
There we go. All right.
Okay. Do you see we make prosthetics a little differently?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. All right, so we are Koalaa. We're from Koalaa. So Koalaa is a company based out of London that specializes in making lightweight, comfortable, affordable upper extremity prosthetics for various limb differences. So unlike the traditional socket prosthetic, this is made out of more of a fabric material. So really, really lightweight. There is no socket. It comes in different sizes, and it has that fabric material, so you can actually wash it. It can get wet. And then there's different tools that attach to the end of it for different activities and sports and all that fun stuff. So how did Koalaa come to be? So Koalaa was founded in London in 2020 by Nate, who's there on the right. He was at university for engineering, and one of his projects was to basically develop a product where there is a need or where there might be something that needs to be improved. And so he met Alex Lewis, who is there on the left. He's a quadrilateral amputee from sepsis, and he basically asked him, hey, what would you want out of a prosthetic, or how do you like the prosthetics you have, and what would you change? And essentially he said, I just want something really lightweight, comfortable, affordable, quick and easy. And Nate was like, so kind of like clothing? And basically he's like, yeah, kind of like clothing, very, very, comfortable and easy. So that's what started Koalaa, was with his project there, and that took off. And here we are 6 years later, providing prosthetic solutions all around the world. And so Koalaa's mission, it is to basically make prosthetics accessible for anyone on the planet, all ages, no matter where you are in the world, what your status is, just making it accessible, easy, and something that is actually used and want to be used. So what is it? So it's comfortable, it's lightweight, it's functional, it's quick to fit. It truly is, it's very lightweight. So compared to most prosthetics, prostheses, they're much lighter weight. And so I'm going to show here some of the options that we have. So we have, and you'll notice when we're sharing things that everything is kind of named after the people that inspired it. So for example, the ALX is named after Alex Lewis, who it was all kind of started out with and inspired by. You'll notice that some of our tools are named after people that inspired them. So we take a lot of, Koalaa has taken tons of user feedback, including Maria and myself's feedback over the years, and just tons of really values user feedback in order to put that into the product and basically make it what the user wants and needs. So we have the ALX, which is our below elbow through wrist limb difference option for 3 years and over. We have the PAW, which is for partial hand and finger limb differences. And then we have the Joey, which is our little option for under 3 years old. There's options for clinic in a bag, which allows it to be fit in anywhere in the US, or the world really. But we'll go kind of more into that in a little bit. So I'm going to actually show this, and then I'm going to show the actual devices on the video. But this is the ALX. This is how it comes. You have a fabric sleeve. It's adjustable, flexible, washable, and you have all these different tools that clip in and out. Who's that girl? And then we have, this is how it goes on, but I'm going to show, I'm going to actually stop sharing for a moment so I can show you it on myself. So this is the ALX. So this is my personal one. So super quick and easy to put on. So I just slide my arm through here, make sure it's in there, my elbow's in there, and then attach it up here with the straps. And it's on, and I'm ready to go. I'm not going to go into too much of the tools. I'm going to have Maria go through the tools, but I'm going to show you just how the device works. There's foam on the inside that is adjustable, so you can add and subtract the foam, which has different densities, softer, more firm. So depending on the limb length, that's how. And then these come in a full length that get cut down to match the length if you're unilateral, or bilateral, then whatever length. And just showing how the different sizes, and there's different covers that go on there, so you can change them out with your outfits, or if you get sick of one, yeah, she's got one there. So this is an example of a small one for a little one. And then, so that's the ALX, and then we have our Joey. So this is just to get, it comes in one size, but various animal designs, basically just to get the little ones used to wearing something, helping them with crawling, pulling themselves up. They can attach it to a bike handle. And then we also have an option for partial hand here. So I'm going to slide it on and show you. This is for those who may have hand limb differences or finger amputation. So it goes on the hand like this. And then there's various tools that clip in, which I'll have Maria go over, but there's different tools that clip in so that they can do different tasks regardless of their hand limb difference. And then we also have the Joni. This is for, this is inspired by Joni. She's a very good tennis player in the UK, but it goes on the arm, so you can put your pickleball, your tennis ball, and you can serve it, or you can catch it, that sort of thing. So we have tools like that. So those are our different devices. I'm going to continue to share. Do you want me to show the tools first, and then you can show them? Would that be best?
Okay. Yeah, you can show the tools, and I can go through it.
Okay, so I'm going to share the different tools. Okay. Here's some examples of some of the tools being used, but these are the different tools. By the way,
Victoria, is that you? That person looks very familiar. Is that you in that picture?
Yeah, that is.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I did not miss that the first time. Like, I'm pretty sure that's her.
I know.
Okay.
It started a whole trend with the heart thing. I didn't think that I would
I love
that picture would come. But here's the different tools that I'll have Maria go over.
Okay. Yeah, as you can see, and Victoria said, we have one sleeve, so you can have one sleeve, and then you can exchange the tools depending on the activity you're gonna be doing. Okay. Do you want Victoria to stop sharing the screen, or can you see me, Will, and the screen at the same time?
We can see both of you, so I think it's okay. Then we can compare the picture to what is that okay with you, Maria?
Yeah, that's great. Okay. So the first tool I'm gonna be talking about is the Janet. As Victoria said, everything has name after the people that ask us to develop the tool. So the Janet tool is one of the most popular tools due to the incredible versatility. So it also comes with these foams. They come in different sizes, okay, allowing you to hold a wide range of objects, from a pencil to the kitchen utensils. You can also use it without the foams. So in my personal experience, I use this one a lot for jumping rope, that I love it, kayaking, or even paddleboarding. It is really good because you can see here a little lock, a little button here. So if you push it to the front, right, you will lock the tool so it won't move. So you will be able to perform different activities such as jumping rope. But for example, if I was kayaking and I need like the right movement to be able to do it, I just like keep it unlock it so my tool can come and go in different angles. Okay. So this is one of our tools. It's called the Janet. I really love this one. Okay. Now we also have one that it's called the Kitty. As you can see there, the Kitty is just like the kind of a Janet, but it comes with a big difference. It has like this little key in here. Okay. This little key will allow you to unlock the whole tool so you can look for the right angle. For example, myself, I used this one while trying to play pool, something that I was not able to do by myself because I couldn't like grab the pool. So in this way, you can find the right angle for you to play pool, or drumsticks, or even to just like for a knife. Okay. We also have another one. They're called the Amy and the Rushton. I have them here with me. So Amy and Rushton both were developed to grab things. So you can grab things. Either you can go with a thinner thing like a phone holder, or a book, or a magazine if you still read magazines or books, or even to grab yourself when I'm myself in the airport with more than 2 bags. I just like put on my Koalaa and drag the luggage by myself with both hands, thanks with the Amy. So this is really good. And now Victoria did a trend with the heart. So yeah, it's really pretty good. Now we also have these kind of hearts nowadays, but before it was really good. And the Russian as well. Like if you want to grab a cup of coffee, a bottle of water, sometimes when we're just like, we have our bottle of water, we always like stick to our body to grab them, to have our other hand free to do things. But now with the Russian, if you just like grab it, it's really easy to have your other hand free. Okay. Now, did you move it already? Yeah. Okay. Now we have the Sarah and the Sarah Pro. There's no the Pro, but I'm going to be talking about the Pro as well. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Sarah and Sarah Pro were made for riding bikes. But it comes with this small Velcro that it's full of it. So you just can cut parts and put them in different handlebars. Your biking, your scooter, different. Either it's really good to push or pull, or just to grab yourself, like riding a bike. You can also always use the Sarah facing backwards to grab like your bags from your market or whatever. It also has this movement left to right. So it is really, really, really good for you to be able to handle your bicycle. Okay. Now, the Sarah Pro, it was made for, what's her name, Victoria? Do you remember?
Morgan.
So she is she's a Paralympic back in UK, and she is mountain biking. So she needs to be able to grab herself and let her safe in the mountain bike, and to be able to move her tool in different angles. It also comes with the full grace movement. So it is actually pretty good. And as I was telling you, you can always use it for different things. Myself, I use the Sarah Pro to lift a 20 kilos bar. So yeah, it's versatile as well. Now we're gonna, Nicole and the Nicole Pro. Okay. This little mushroom, it's called the Nicole. And then we also have the Nicole Pro. Both of them were developed for yoga. Okay. In my experience right now, I don't know what do you think, Victoria, but I think little kids are using this more often right now for gymnastics. It's really good for cartwheels, just like wearing it during their PE classes, so they can do like all the exercise. They require both hands in the floor, or just like for balance. For balance, it's so great. Now, the Nicole Pro, as you can see, it is like the shape of the hand. So you will be able like to do different movements during yoga classes, like backwards and forward. And it also have like those little straps in there, so you won't like slide yourself.
And it works really well for yoga. I use it for a whole hour session, and I can do every move, which I didn't do before, which is really
kind of like anti-grip kind of, or anti-slip kind of situation.
Yeah,
exactly.
And also you can always enjoy it and just like put it and put both hands in your bag. I found that really, really, really good. Just to rest your body with both hands in your bag. So it's really, really good.
Yeah. Before you continue, let me just say, I want to greet our folks. We've had some people join since we got started, and some of them are upper extremity amputees. So hi to our folks who have joined us. Totally fine. We know we have folks joining on a work break or from another group, or just kind of sneaking in a break at school or work or family. Welcome everybody to Life Amplified, to our July Hot Topics session with Victoria and Maria from Koalaa. So Maria, tell us more about the tools.
Okay, now one of our newest tools, and this is so good, and I'm not really good at it, it's golfing.
Golfing!
Okay. Yeah. Victoria and I, we tried to do like golfing in this, it was like a
simulator.
And I was even worse than Victoria. Like I couldn't Okay,
The,
but
the tool worked. We just didn't work.
at least we could like hit it once. This is our newest tool. It's called the Edga. It comes in two different. So for you to be able to grab it on the bottom and on the top, so you'll find these little letters in here. Yeah. But now people are using it for fishing as well.
Oh, sure.
As you can see, our tools were made for some reason, but then people just started like using it for different things. There's like it's just not one activity. You can use it if it works for you, it is good for us. And then you can share it with us. So we can share it with the world. Yeah. Yeah, I think and the last one that I'm missing somewhere, it's a grace tool. It's over here, and it's for playing any kind of instrument with strings.
Interesting.
Ukulele, guitar, and even though if you want to try and play some instruments, you can use our Amy tool like for the violin or for the cello.
That's fascinating. Maria and Victoria, how many tools total does Koala have?
Well, they keep adding more. It used to be 9. I think are we at 9 or 12 now? Let's see. 8,
We are in 10 or 12.
we're
Yeah,
at 10 now.
10.
Okay.
And to be continued. They are always coming up with different tools. This is just the beginning, but yeah, there's quite a few, and they all do multiple things, like Maria mentioned. I think the original Janet tool, I mean, it's showing in this picture holding a pencil, but I was like, I'm going to use this for kayaking, and it's like it's
Yeah.
amazing that it can be used for writing as well as such a intense task like kayaking. It's that
Kayaking, even for archery, it's great.
and archery, yeah, great
Yeah.
for archery. I'm yet to try the kitty for pool. I want to try it out for sure for billiards.
I love playing pool now. Like I'm all into pool because I was never able to hold it. So right now it's really easy.
Yeah.
And
These are a few pictures. Like that's Morgan, who is the Paralympian cyclist. So that's her on her bike and using the Sarah Pro tool. This is an example of the Nicole Pro being used for yoga. That's Joni there with the Joni tool. And here's the regular Sarah tool being used for a scooter.
And Maria, do you have the Joni on right now? Was that what you were going to show us? There you go.
As Victoria was saying, this is like really great for serving during pickleball tennis racket. But it is really fun because I do have a story in Camp No Limits. One of the kiddos came and he used his Joni to carry his cookies.
Oh, there you go. Ingenious.
Priorities.
Yes.
Priorities.
Hey, you gotta have the cookies.
So it is great how people just start like using our tools in different ways, and then they share their story with us, and that's awesome.
Yeah,
that is amazing. Okay, so tell us about
I'm gonna go into the paw, and as I'm showing this, I'll have Maria show the different tool attachments. So this comes in various sizes. It doesn't get cut down or anything. It just the size that it is how it goes on. So there's small, medium, large. There's 2 straps that attach onto the hand. There's a cover that goes on it that's optional with different cover designs. But essentially, it's to allow different tools to be clipped in so that they can do various activities. So depending on the different limb difference, whether they're missing all their fingers or just a few, or even if just they have their digits, but maybe they have difficulty making a fist or grasping an item, this is really useful for that. So this is the way the paw looks. It also has the fabric sleeve. It's also washable and flexible, and there's different interchangeable tools. So I will have Maria, you want to go over the tools here?
As you can see, they're like the same names because we try to do the same thing between the ALX and the paw. So the Janet, as well as you can see here, it was made for writing. So for the paw, it comes like this. It comes with a foam in here. So you can put your pen or your pencil, your brush, or your spoon for you to be able to do things by yourself. Okay. Now we also have the Amy, as you can see, it was made for holding a book. And yeah, we have here the tool, so you can hold different things around. I don't have the Cheryl Debra with me. They're the newest ones. And the Debra is for holding things. Am I correct, Victoria?
Yeah, so they're essentially just different size tools and angles. So the Cheryl tool is just for holding cylindrical objects, round objects with the different foam that you can, tools that you can add to it. And then the Deborah, same thing. It's really more for holding utensils or writing devices. It's just a different angle than the Janet is. So they're just different versions kind of the other tools.
Now we have here the Grace tool, as we have one in the ALX. Myself, in my experience, I rather use the paw to play the guitar. I do play the guitar, and I find it really easy to do it with the paw because I have like more control in my movement using the Grace. As you can see here, we have also the Edgar for playing golf. Tiffany is for holding your phone. And the last one is the Sarah tool, again, for riding bikes, scooter, or anything that comes with a handlebar.
And kayaking as well.
Kayaking, yeah, archery.
And a few pictures of the paw being used. And then I'm just going to skim through it, but this is the Joey. I just have to show the adorable animal designs that it comes in, but it's basically just an approachable first prosthetic option for just helping with balancing, crawling, holding a pen or pencil. It can go on a bike, as you can see here, or a tricycle, and it's basically just a good introduction, an approachable, fun way to start the prosthetic journey.
And the best thing is it's moms and dads tell us that the Joey is just like a toy between their toys, and then kids start like putting themselves their prosthetic without knowing they're starting into this world. So it's a really good way for them. It's really gentle, so they won't see it like they need to be using something with them. It's just like regular, normally into their lives.
Yeah,
I wish I had one when I was a kid.
I was going to ask you, Victoria Maria, like thinking back to when you were a child, it normalizes the situation. It also makes it fun. Like, this is just who I am as part of my life from literally day one.
Yeah, my mom kept finding I had a passive prosthesis that was it looked very real, like a real hand, and it was supposed to help me with crawling, but my mom, I don't remember this, but my mom told me that she kept finding it like hidden under my toy box, like in my toy. And she's like, you need to use this. I was like, I don't know whose arm that is.
I don't have one of those. I don't need that.
I don't know whose that is. It's a very approachable.
It is crazy. Myself too as well. I had a mechanic one, really, really, really heavy. I couldn't like do many activities with it. So my mom sent me to school with it. And I taught my friends how to help me to take it off. So every day in the morning, they came into the school, help me take it off my prosthetic, just hang it in my desk. And at the end of the day, I just put it again. And then the teacher called my mom, and she was like, do you know she doesn't use it? Like, please don't send it, because she won't use it for the whole day.
Ratted you out.
Yeah.
And that's, Maria, you touched on something that I wanted to ask about. And then Victoria, I know there's some other things that you want to share and show us. Is that what struck me both here in your presentation, but also the first time that we at Amputee Aid met both of you, is how accessible the Koalaa device is. First, from a cost perspective, which we'll talk about in a little bit, but also much lighter weight. Maria, you were switching those tools out within seconds. It's significantly different from someone who has to use a heavier prosthetic device that maybe doesn't have all of the utility, or there's a significant learning curve. Maybe they can't afford a myoelectric hand or a Bluetooth hand or something. This is the opposite, right? Lightweight, easy to use, and more accessible, and in some ways fun. It gets you back to doing lots of different things than having to spend a lot of time training to learn how to use a hand and different grips on a hand. Am I right about, is that part of the goal for Koalaa?
Yeah, honestly. So, I mean, prosthetics are very individual, or the prosthesis that you choose is very individual. And there's so many options out there, and it's to the individual and what their needs are and all that. For me personally, this has just been a game changer because of the lightweightness. I have trouble with a traditional socket. I swell. I have difficulty with the weight of it. Honestly, if I had something like this beforehand, that would have been a great training tool, I believe, that maybe to prepare me for something like that. But also, yeah, the cost. So that's Koala's biggest thing is to make upper extremity prosthetics accessible to everyone, and make it easy to get to, and more affordable. So, these prosthetics are significantly more cost efficient than other ones. And I don't, I'm not going to go into the exact, price point, but you're looking at, some of these prosthetics cost tens of thousands of dollars,
Yes.
that we're in the much lower aspect of that. And so, another thing too, and I want to talk about just kind of how, they're in the UK, they have Project Limitless. They're trying to make sure that kids have them throughout. All kids can get a prosthetic. They're also doing stuff in other third world countries where they can't have access to prosthetic clinics and to get the prosthetics they need. Even in Ukraine, they're doing a lot of work with soldiers and things like that. So just making it that not everyone can get one. Like we have clinics around we can go to. Not everywhere has clinics that they can get to. So that's a really big goal for Koala, to make sure anyone can get them. As far as how you can get them here in the United States. So if someone were to be interested in getting a Koala for themselves, they could go to their local clinic and prosthetist that they use, pretty much anyone. And that's where me and Maria are here to support. We provide training and education to clinics throughout the whole United States. We pretty much know almost every clinic there is in the US at this point. And so we are that support too. If they don't know about Koala, the clinician is unaware of Koala, they can reach out to us and we can guide them through how to order it, how to fit it, how to go through insurance, all of that. So that is if they do not have a clinic that they go through or a clinician, then that's where Amputee Aid can come in and help with maybe finding their local and most convenient.
Yes. Let me touch on that. And then as I'm doing that, Victoria, were there other slides or other things that you wanted to share on our webinar, or we're good on the
That's it on the PowerPoint, yeah.
So everyone, so what you would not do is just go to Koala and order the device. You're going to go through a prosthetist, and that is so that we can make sure we're getting the right device. It's fitted correctly. It's workable for you. It's usable for you based on your level of amputation. So you're going to want to talk to your prosthetist. If you don't have one, or it's been a while, you're out of the loop of care, so to speak, just contact Amputee Aid so that we can get you connected both to a clinic that can help you, but also advocate for them to work with Koala so that you can get a device that can provide for all of these tools and utilities. Now, keep in mind, it's going to let you do the activity. You're not going to become like the next Tiger Woods, okay? So it's not going to make you an expert, but you're still going to have to work on it. But it'll often, for Victoria and Maria, this is kind of a question parroted to both of you, it'll open up a world that I think some upper extremity amputees just don't have exposure to, whether they're afraid to try an activity, their device doesn't accommodate that activity, or they can't afford a device that lets them do that activity. Am I right about that?
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm doing things now in my 30s that I never did before. I wasn't doing yoga before. I wasn't kayaking before. So these are all new activities. It's actually inspired me. And there's even things now I'm like, oh, what can I use this for? And I'm inspired to even start new activities. And Maria's super
it's
active.
awesome. So awesome for us to be able just to do things and not to try to figure out how are we going to be doing it, because we already have the tools for us to make it easier. It's not that we cannot do it, but it's way easier for us not to think or to hurt ourselves, like kayaking. I used to kayak up and down in my arm. It was really painful, but I wanted to try it, right? Mm-hmm. So right now with Koala, you'll know it's gonna be easy. It's gonna be easy. You don't have to overthink on how to do things. Yeah. So that's kind of good. And as Victoria was saying, I'm just trying to figure out what else can I do. Like I've never played pool or even in a scooter because I couldn't range the handlebar. It was my whole body was just like
and body mechanics, right?
Yeah.
We'll find ways our whole life. We've found ways to do things, but we were contorting our body, using our shoulders and body in ways that were not ideal just to get this task done. And that develops other problems down the line. It's, starting to feel it now,
Yeah.
And so to have that symmetry and be able to do things properly with proper body mechanics is actually more valuable than anything.
Now we're getting a lot of questions, and we also grabbed some questions ahead of time, and I'd love to go over some of these.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed is that the wide age range, right, from little all the way up until you're 100 years old. If you want to play pickleball at 100 years old, go ahead and do it. But what I saw is some questions in the chat, and then hi Stevia, we'll get to you in just a minute. Okay, hello Miss Stevia, I'm glad that you're here. We had lots of questions about Camp No Limits, because you have gone on to Camp No Limits. So first, are you a regular presence there? And if not, how can we advocate for that to happen? But also, our kiddos, are they able to try out the different tools and maybe see if they work before their parents buy them? Or tell us more about your interactions with Camp No Limits.
Yeah, so we and I'll let Maria touch on it too, but yeah, we try to show up to every camp that there is, and we've been going to pretty much all of them. And so we basically go there. We have a display of all the different devices and tools, so they can try them out while they're there, which is really cool. Yeah. And it's fun because they're doing different activities. So that's actually how I got connected with you as well, as through
our connections to Camp No Limits.
So we love showing up to Camp No Limits and having the kids try different things and seeing them accomplish different tasks is really cool.
Easy. That's amazing. Now, Stevia, I want to come to you next. I have one other question I want to ask, and then you come off of mute and ask your question as well. When someone gets a Koalaa, do they get like a starter kit of tools, or do they get all of them? Like, do they pick and choose, or how does that work?
It comes in different. So we have a starter bundle. That we have two different starter bundles. The regular one, so it will come sleeve, cover that it comes in black, but you can always request for a different color, and one of the tools, the regular tools, okay? And we also have the starter bundle, the Pro one, that it will come either with the Nicole Pro or the Saga Pro. So that's like the first started. Afterwards, you get your sleeve, then you can start getting the other tools, so you have your full kit.
So you can really customize it based on your lifestyle. If you're not playing pickleball, don't worry about it, right? But if you want to jump rope, you can get a different tool. If you're a writer, you get that tool. So you can really customize it to your life. Love that.
If you go through a clinician, you can try to go through insurance. If that's your choice to go through insurance or through privately pay. But typically, the bundle comes with one tool, and then you can add on tools that you need.
Okay. Great. Stevia, you had a question. And hi, hello to you.
Hi, how are you guys? Actually, I don't have a question. I met Victoria at Hanger Live and Maria at Camp No Limits, Texas. I am a Koalaa user.
You are? Okay. Do you mind sharing a little bit more about your experience with Koalaa? Hey, there it is.
Look, I have done things I have not tried when I had two hands. Victoria knows I have been kayaking. I am not athletic unless you count running my mouth, but I have been kayaking. I shoot pool, and Victoria, you should have been shooting pool already, because I sent you pictures of me kayaking, lady. I haven't forgotten, but it has really given me the freedom, because I do shoot pool. I did when I had two hands. And when I wear my myoelectric, it's very restricting, right? I can't get certain angles. I can't come this way. I'm limited, right? But now that I have my Koalaa, I can bend my arm or straighten it. I can do all the little wrists, even though I don't have one, wrist tricks that I need to get the shots. It's lighter. It's like a second skin. Is the best way I can describe it.
Yeah, like putting on a comfy pair of pajamas.
Like when you come home and you get your nice fuzzy little robe and your slippers, that's what it feels like. And I love my Koalaa.
Oh, it's good to see you.
It was nice to see you, beautiful ladies.
Oh, you too. Thank you so much.
Again.
And thank you for
Someone I
sharing.
saw in the comments asked about how does the socket work.
Yeah,
So there is no socket with the Koala. I actually took the cover off so that you could see. So there's actually activity straps that go on, and that's what holds everything together. These straps can be put on however is comfortable. I have mine in a crisscross form because my residual limb is somewhat short, so that provides me the most security. But then when the straps are off, I'm going to show you what it kind of looks like on the inside. So inside, there's foam of different densities and different sizes. And so there's no socket. My arm just sits in there. And when these two pieces fold over, it creates a very soft, lightweight socket. So that's Maria's setup. She has some of the foam on the end that's shorter, small, like really soft and squishy on the end. So there's different densities. So you just fill in and take out what you need. And that creates the socket, but there's no actual socket. So you don't have to like put on that sanitizer and slide in or do that. You just go in, go out, and then that's it.
You mentioned sanitizer. So I had another question. I'm sorry, Maria. Let me ask this and maybe you can answer it. Right? In many of the slides, we saw that this is also washable, which seems to me to be very important if you're active, if you're swimming, if you're kayaking, as Stevia mentioned she was doing. So tell us about that. Do you have to have a special cleaner? Do you have to buy special supplies? Or you just throw it in with your rest of your laundry? Or how does that work?
So we usually suggest you want to take the tool off. You don't want to take the tool off. You'll take the foam out from the inside, and then you can place this inside a pillowcase so that this is not hitting the drum. Okay. And then you wash it on a gentle cycle, regular cycle, and that's it. And then I sometimes hand wash mine and just let it air dry or personally. Yeah, but that's it. Very simple.
Yeah, mostly the covers, right? I get more, like I wash more the covers more than the sleeve because it's when like the sweat comes and it's like standing my arm. I do have like different covers, so I keep like changing them depending on my mood. Right now I'm not that girly. I'm in all over like zebra strips, but I was like wearing a rainbow and a pink one before. So I just like keep changing it depending on my mood, and just I wash them and then I keep them with me really near.
Fascinating. Yeah. All right. Now I had two other questions that we grabbed prior to our webinar today. You all were coming up near the end of our hour. Wow, that went really fast. So if you have a question that you want to ask, make sure you put it in the chat and we'll try to get to it before the end of our time. My last two questions, Victoria and Maria, for both of you are, although costs are going to depend on the types of tools that you get, comparatively speaking to a quote traditional device, it can be as little as like 10% of the cost. It's significantly more affordable than your traditional device, right? I see Stevia shaking her head. Yes. Am I right about that?
Correct. So traditional prostheses can be in the tens to 20s of thousands. These are about 1 to 2. Yeah. So depending on who you go through, and there's obviously a lot of variable factors, what device you get, what tools and all that. But that's kind of the range or the difference there.
Keep in mind, everyone, that here at Amputee Aid, one of the services that we provide is financial assistance. And clearly this is related to your life as someone with limb loss or limb difference. So if you want to know more, if you're looking to get this device, but cost is a barrier to you, I want you to reach out to Amputee Aid. You just go to our website and click the blue Get Help button so that we can help you. It's really important that we support you in that. We don't want the cost to be a barrier to getting a Koala. Okay. Last question, ladies, and then I'll see if there's anyone else who has a question that they want to ask, is how do we know more? Where do we go? Where do we find you on the socials, on the website?
I'm literally typing in our information as we speak, but also, and I want Maria to touch on this, is when you become, when you get a Koala, you become a part of the Koala community, and you actually get linked up with a limb buddy, Maria being one of them. So we really provide a ton of, it's not just here's your device, see you later. We're with you for the whole journey. And Maria can touch on what a limb buddy is real quick while I'm typing in but I'm going to be putting our website, and then I'm going to be putting both mine and Maria's email, so you can reach out to us at any time with any questions, any inquiries, if you need to find, where your local clinic that has them or whatever it may be. Okay.
Wonderful. If you're watching our recording, check the comments below. We'll include all that information there as well. Maria, tell us more about a limb buddy.
Yeah. So what we do is we try to be sure that you're comfortable enough what you want to order. So we try to figure out what do you want to do. So which tool or which sleeve are you going to be using? But the main thing is for you to be really sure that we're empathizing with you, because all the limb buddies, we are all with limb difference. So we know what you are going through. We know for our own experience what are the feelings. So it's not just about the koala. It's like a partner life to, like, emotionally we can help you. In my last call, I was helping a lady. She got just like amputee, and I was helping her how to do a ponytail. She didn't want right now. She was not ready for a prosthetic, but she wanted to do a ponytail. So we spent an hour just like letting her know how to do a ponytail. And this is us. This is Limb Body. Koala is just not a sleep. It's a partner of life that will help you go through emotionally and different stages in your life.
I love that. We're big about support and social support and mental health here at Amputee Aid. So to hear that Koala also has that supportive person, here's how you use the tools, here's how you can do what you're looking to do, including giving yourself a ponytail. We love that. Now, how do we petition for Stevia to be a limb buddy? Because I think she did a pretty good job. I mean, I'm just saying, and no pressure.
I love it.
She did a great job. So, all right, everyone. So listen, it's yourkoala.com or Victoria at yourkoala.com, Maria at yourkoala.com.
2 A's at the end of koala. I always have to emphasize that. People are like, I sent you an email. I'm not going to get it.
And so if you're live with us, you can grab the contact information from the chat. If you're watching our recording, just look at the comments below this video and you will see it there. I knew this was going to go fast because there was so much that we could cover, but all new stuff. And this is exactly what we wanted for our Hot Topic series right here. New content, things that were relevant to our upper extremity friends. And you all knocked it out of the park. So thank you so much for joining us for Life Amplified.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
It was really cool. Thank you for having us. And we're so glad to be part of your family. Thank you.
Yes. And part of our family, you absolutely are. I know this is the first of many conversations that we'll have live with everyone because we want you back. We want you to come back. Maybe I want to have, my goal is to have a client with a tool named after them. We'll think of something. We'll think of something. That would be cool. Stevia. We got to think of something called the stevia. All right. All right. We'll be on the lookout for that. But thank you very much, everyone, for joining us today as your first of your future webinar presentations, I hope. So no pressure, everyone. All right. So as we are wrapping up today, everybody, two things. First of all, I know I said we're going to do our giveaway, so get ready. We're going to do the number guessing game this time. And I want to give you a preview for next week, which is the conclusion of our July Hot Topic series. Lots of you have been asking for content regarding physical therapy. We're going to close out July's series with Darren Stroop from Amputee, who's going to be here for the full hour next Wednesday, July 29th at 2 o'clock Eastern Time here on Zoom. And for those of you watching behind the scenes on TikTok, talking the full hour about physical therapy for amputees, both why it's important to you and why it's important to train physical therapists specific to treating amputees. So join us next Wednesday and share that information far and wide. We know in the limb loss and limb difference community how important physical therapy is, but also how many people don't actually go to physical therapy. So we're going to spend a full hour next Wednesday talking about that. We're also ending our July giveaways on a big note. We're giving away a prize valued at $200, everybody. Yes, your girl who loves getting giveaways got a $200 beautiful, huge mink-style blanket donated. It's a little hot right now to use it, but you'll have it for winter time. We're going to give that away, but you got to be here live next Wednesday, July 29th. Okay, everybody get ready. We're going to give away our Fontana candle. It's bigger in person. It looks small here, but it is actually very big. I'm going to think of a number. Okay, so get ready to type your numbers in the chat. It is a number between 1 and 30. Start typing the numbers if you want to get in on this, and I will stop when I see it. Woo, Lord. Keep going, 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 keep going. Okay. Oh, stop. Okay, we're going to stop. Okay, the number is, okay, on our system. The number is 23. Do y'all see that there? That's Director Jennifer's handwriting. It says 23. And I know there were a couple of them, and I think the first one was Bree. Let me check. Okay, somebody help me with the honor system, and we'll check the chat here. I believe the first one was Bree. Yes, it was. Bree, congratulations. You won our giveaway. Woohoo! You finally won. Okay. I'll message you separately to get your address. I'll send that to you. But if you want to get on the big one, come back next Wednesday as well, everyone. So, Victoria Maria, thank you very much for spending the hour with us and sharing all this amazing information for our upper extremity friends. And
stay tuned, because Koalaa's always innovating new things. We have our design team, engineer team in-house. And so even there's going to be coming out in the near future above elbow option and things like that. So keep in the lookout for things that are coming out, but it's just the beginning, and we're so excited to be working with you guys. So,
and like I said, no pressure, but the Stevia tool coming soon, 2027. I would love to.
We're still waiting on the Victoria Maria.
Oh yeah, sorry. We got three for our 2027 goal.
Collab.
Thank you, everyone.
Love it.
Thank you so much for joining us. And everyone, thank you for giving us some of your time this afternoon. It is a real highlight of our week at Amputee Aid to have all of you with us for Life Amplified. I know I enjoyed it. I hope the rest of you did as well. It means a lot to me personally to see you all here. And please, until I see you next Wednesday, enjoy the rest of your week. Have a wonderful beginning of next week. Remember, together we can restore hope and reclaim lives. Take care, everyone.